Hello, and welcome to the Wrestling Lounge. We are live right now on the air. My name is Brian, your host as always, and my co-host right now, when I bring him on, is known around the wrestling world as Referee Radar Martin. Harold, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing good. We're still waiting on our guest to call in. How are you doing?
We're very good. There's a big weekend of wrestling planned in the state of Georgia. There's a few different promotions doing shows, and I will be at Southern Fried Championship Wrestling on April the 11th. That's Saturday in Barnesville, Georgia.
All right. And did you have a good Easter?
Yes, I did. Bunny came and brought me some candy and stuff like that. What about you?
Yes, I had a very good Easter, very good church service yesterday. We really had a great time. The youth put on something for the church, and it was really good. And celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And
well, that's really what it's all about. I may joke about other things, but that's the big picture and the most important thing.
That's right. And folks, don't forget what he said, though. He's going to be in Barnesville, Georgia, this coming Saturday, April the 11th. And I want to let you know, folks, while I'm thinking of it, this coming Wednesday, mark your calendars because it's going to be a doozy. This coming Wednesday, March the 8th, Doc Gallows, a.k.a. Luke Gallows, who's a current member of the Bullet Club, will join the Wrestling Lounge live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then this coming Wednesday, live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have a former member of the Bullet Club, not the Bullet Club, former member of the Aces and Eights, Mike Knox, will be joining the show. That's right. This coming Thursday at 3 p.m., March 9th, Mike Knox joins the show. He's a former member of the Aces and Eights, and they call him Nux in TNA now. He's now a current member of the Menagerie. And Menagerie. Thank you for the correction on that, Harold. And don't forget, Wednesday, Luke Gallows joins the show, current Bullet Club member, and New Japan Pro Wrestling, also former Aces and Eights member, and former Straight Edge Society member, as he was once with CM Punk in that famed group, and he'll be joining the show live at 4 p.m. this coming Wednesday. So please tune into those two big shows. Tell all your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family about them coming on, because those are going to be some very exciting shows, to say the least. We'll be speaking with the Aces and Eights, former Aces and Eights members, as well as current Bullet Club member Doc Gallows. And speaking of them, they will also be in Barnesville, Georgia, this coming Saturday. They'll be there along with Ming Haku, Tama Tonga, which is Haku's son, and he's a current Bullet Club member too. Is Wes Briscoe still going to be there, Harold, or is that changed, or what?
I heard that he's unfortunately not going to be able to be there, and Eric Bischoff was announced earlier too, and he's not going to be there.
Eric Bischoff?
No, he's not going to be.
Garrett
Bischoff, his son.
Okay, folks. I was fixing to say, give me a ticket. I'm going down to Barnesville. Okay. Wow. He said Eric Bischoff.
No, I apologize. Garrett Bischoff had been announced earlier, too, and he's not going to be there, nor Wes Briscoe. I don't know what happened, but I guess they had other things they had to take care of. But also going to be on the card is a group that I'm familiar with over the years. They've come down to Georgia. They're from the Maryland area. They're called the Highwaymen. And it's Jacob Davis and Leslie Leatherman. And they are a big tag team duo, and they're very high impact, and they will be making a statement there. So, I'm looking forward to them.
I want to say something. You talking about making an impact. I got to tell you, folks, there's a tag team that's going to be there in Barnesville this Saturday that I go back a long way with. I watched them in their early days of when they wrestled for Dusty Rhodes Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. Southside Trash. Those guys are an awesome tag team, and I hope that they still come out to that song, "Who Let the Dogs Out," because they can really get down with it. They can really do some dancing, and those guys were one of the greatest independent tag teams that I ever seen in my time. They were really good to be on the indie scene.
Yes, I'm very familiar with them too, and there's going to be a lot of others. Chris Nelms will be there. I'm not sure if he's bringing his tag team partner from Trinity, Big Andy. I'm not sure if he's going to be there, but Andy Anderson from NWA Atlanta and Tyson Dean from NWA Atlanta, two of the top stars there. They'll be there. So I mean, I know there's more too. I can't even remember them all. I just know.
I believe now. I may be wrong, folks, but Brooklyn Page may be making an appearance in Barnesville because she's Tyson Dean from NWA Atlanta's current manager right now, so she may be in Barnesville, Georgia as well this coming Saturday. So that should be interesting.
Well, the Bullet Club, they have lots of members too. I mean, I don't know any names and I don't know anything, but you never know. There could be surprise appearances. I don't know, to tell you the truth. But it's going to be interesting, that's for sure.
That's true. But speaking of knowing something, I do know one thing. Our guest at this time is on the line. We're going to bring on the lovely Priscilla Kelly. She's known. I'm not even going to say the reality show because that's in the past. But right now, she is an AWE wrestling superstar, wrestling diva. Let's bring on right now the Priscilla Kelly.
Hi.
Wait a minute, hit the wrong. Hey, I thought I hit the wrong button there for a minute. How are you?
I'm good. Just outside enjoying the weather.
Oh yes, it's very lovely.
Yes,
it is. It's always warm and it's just lovely.
I wanted to ask you real quick. You put up some flower girl photos on your site not too long ago. Were those taken out in that nice weather?
Yeah, they were. I told Mom, I said, "Mom, I got flowers in my hair and it's Easter." I said, "I might as well take advantage of the nice Easter weather and the green grass and the trees coming in pretty for springtime." And I said, "Let's get some, pretty little pictures and bring out my inner hippie."
Well, I got to say they are very nice, so I just wanted to tell you that.
Thank you.
I want to ask you, Priscilla, how was your big matchup, your big debut match at AWE against tag match Amber O'Neil?
It was very exciting. I mean, you can watch the video on YouTube. When I come out, you just see this ball of excitement coming into the ring, and it was almost as if I was the only person standing in the room. It was just so much excitement. Been waiting a long time for that moment, so it really paid off. And, I got a lot of good feedback from everybody, got a lot of good feedback from my trainer, and everybody's really pleased with it. I mean, of course, there's work to be done, but, that comes with time. And with it being my first match, I think I did pretty good.
Yeah, I know that you mentioned a article that you were going to send me. Can you send me that article you're telling me about the write-up they did on your first debut match?
Yeah, Larry Goodman's report.
Yeah, I never did get it.
Yeah, Larry Goodman gave me a really good review as well for it being my first match. And Larry's always given me a pretty good review. I can't say he's gave me a bad one yet. So thank you, Larry Goodman. Sweet guy, really is.
Okay.
For the YouTube, for your YouTube match, what do we look under to find it? I mean, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. What do we look for? AWE? Where do we look for that?
I think it's on Women's Pro Wrestling Network. All I know is you can look up Priscilla Kelly and Devin Nicole versus Amber O'Neil and Amanda Rodriguez, and it should pull it right up.
Okay.
But I think Men's Pro Wrestling Network, and it's basically a whole YouTube channel dedicated to women's matches and women's promos and things, and some really interesting matches on there. I think Josie Bell and Sarah Dox's match is on there, and Mickey Knuckles and Dementia Rose. There's quite a few good ones on there, so be sure to check those out and check out my debut match because I was excited. You can read it all over my face when I hit that ring. I was excited.
Okay. Well, thank you for telling me where to find it. I know there's lots of stuff out there, and I wanted to be able to know where to go, get it, look at.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually going to be having my Heflin, Alabama debut. I confirmed it just before this phone call.
Okay.
I am going to be having I'm going to be having my second match, and it will be my first singles match. So really excited for that. Having a match against Malibu. I've actually never met Malibu, but got to meet everybody for the first time. But
and what organization is that for? Do you know? What?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm a bad person.
Okay.
I just know it's in Heflin, Alabama, and it's my Alabama debut and my singles match debut. So.
And when is that?
Super excited. This will be this Saturday, I believe. Yeah, the 11th. So this Saturday, and I'm actually going to have one of my assistants film all my matches. So even if the company itself does not film my matches, I'm going to get them filmed, and I'm actually going to get my own YouTube account running soon. So
all right.
Yeah, you can actually. I think I've got a few promos and a few spots on my account already. So if you want to check out my YouTube account, it is just Priscilla Kelly, and if you look that up on YouTube, it should pull right up at the top. And I've actually got an old picture of myself from my reality show as the account picture because I don't know how to change it.
Okay.
Oh wow. I gotta ask both of y'all something. Do y'all hear static?
A little bit.
I
do.
Hear anything.
Okay.
I don't hear
Let me try hanging up with my phone and calling back into the show. And Harold, you continue talking, and then I'll call back in because something must be wrong on my phone.
Okay. I wanted to say Happy Easter, and how's Miles doing? I know he went away, I think, to Florida.
Yeah. Happy Easter to you too, by the way. He left. I think he left Friday. He's been gone all weekend. It's my first holiday really being without him, and it's so weird because I'm so used to having him around. And when he leaves, I'm just like, oh, where's he at? Like when he's here, I'm like, God, I just want to get rid of him. But the moment he leaves, I miss him like crazy. So it's different. But the Easter Bunny has a big surprise waiting for him when he gets back. So.
Oh, good. When is he going to be back? Is he?
I don't even know. He might be home. He'll be home in time for school next Monday. I know that.
Oh, okay.
But but he's down there in Florida with his granny, and he's enjoying that Florida weather. I mean, it's nice up here, but it's still a little breezy. Down there it's like pushing 90 degrees.
Yes, my mom's in Miami.
Okay,
was it
I'm back, guys.
Autism Awareness Day was not too long ago.
What was that?
Was it Autism Awareness Day not too long ago?
Yeah, it was a ago, and my brother.
Did you want to say anything about that?
I mean, of course, since I started, I've been a really big supporter of autism because my brother is autistic. He has high functional autism, and a lot of people wouldn't know it, but you get watching him and you see how he gets himself worked up and stuff like that. But he very sweet kid, and a lot of people, they don't understand what autism really is, and they gotta understand. Autistic children are the sweetest children. I mean, like, they really do. Every one of them that I've ever met are just so sweet and kind-hearted, and just huge personalities in all of them, and yeah. So I'm a big supporter, and I actually every once in a while I will link my poster sales and things like that to autism awareness. So half of my proceeds do go to autism awareness for some of the bigger shows that I do. Yeah. So.
Because as a referee, I wear different color armbands sometimes, and I do different ones for cancer and autism and different things too. So I'm happy to do that when I can too.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with my phone, but it's cleared up now. But yeah, a few minutes ago when y'all were both talking, it sounded like just static, and not robots, and I was like, okay, something's going on. So, but it's fixed now. I wanna ask you, Priscilla, what are your thoughts on WrestleMania?
WrestleMania. I was really pleased with WWE's product for WrestleMania. I thought it was great. Some pretty insane spots. I'm sure everybody saw that big RKO with Seth Rollins.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a curb stomp transitioned into an RKO, and it's one of those beautiful WrestleMania moments that people are going to remember for years. And that's kind of what I want to make out of my matches eventually. Is I want to make these moments that people will never forget. So I'm hoping one day that maybe I can be in WrestleMania. Who knows? But
that would be awesome.
Yeah, and I was really pleased to see Sting and Undertaker still going at it, still looking strong as ever. So big props to those guys still going at it. Being up there in age and showing everybody it doesn't matter how old I am, I can still kick your butt.
Right.
That's true.
One of the ladies that was in that great show, AJ Lee, just retired. You kind of remind me of her with your kind of your style and stuff like that. So I wanted to say that, if she could make it, and I think you could maybe you could take her place.
Maybe. I don't think I could ever take AJ's place, but it is an open spot. It is definitely an open spot in that roster, but no, I could never take AJ's place. And everybody, I think every diva has their own place that is irreplaceable. But I'm gonna bring what Priscilla has to bring to the table when I make it to WWE. But who knows? I mean, I might even go with TNA. I might go to WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor. There's a lot of options right now out there for me. With me being so young, I think I've got a little bit more of an open palette,
Right.
I'll say,
learn your craft
Harold.
before you.
I gotta take this.
Yeah, you should stay and learn your craft some before you do that. But
oh yeah, definitely.
And what do you let's see? Well, what do you think about I don't know if we asked you the other time about. There's been a few deaths here lately in the world of professional wrestling. You got any thoughts on that? Does that scare you or?
I mean, of course, everybody I think in the wrestling business has that fear deep down inside. Hey, I can get hurt, and things do happen. But I mean, I was telling Mom because Mom sees all these different things happening, and it scares her. With me wrestling and training, and I mean, I just hurt my knee in training last week, working on some cross bodies and things like that, and it just shows you how easy you can get hurt in this business. But the thing is you got to remember. I was telling Mom, if I did soccer, if I did baseball, if I did football, if I did any of these other sports, injuries happen. No matter what you're doing in life, unless you're sitting on the couch watching TV, injuries are going to happen in your life. And, death is something that, sadly, no one can avoid it. And, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But that's why you got to learn the safe way to wrestle. You can't just go in there blindly, not knowing what you're doing, not knowing how to protect yourself and your partner. And I think that's a really big thing is a lot of girls and guys are, I think, being put out there too young and too early and trying to do these big, amazing spots and trying to do all this neat stuff, and they don't realize you have to understand that you have to know how to protect yourself and your opponent. And if you go in there just blindly and not knowing what you're doing, that's how the injuries happen, and that's how mistakes happen most of the time. But other than that, yeah, there's been a lot of passings lately, and it's really sad. It's really been like on my mind a lot lately, and my thoughts and prayers are with Joey Kidman and his family, of course. Which Joey was always very nice to pretty much everybody he ever was around. He was a very nice guy, so it's very sad to see someone like that go. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did a 10-bell salute to last week when we had Nigel Sherrod on the show. We did a 10-bell salute to Joey Kidman and Perro out of Mexico, and there's a video that fans will probably see on Lucha Underground tomorrow night. It's about 5 to 7 minutes long. They all stood in the ring, and Vampiro talked on the mic, and they all broke down crying about the passing of Pirro, and they did a 10-bell salute to him, and it was just really sad. And Conan talked a little bit, and it should be airing on Lucha Underground probably. Well, not tomorrow night. Today's Monday, so it'll be airing Wednesday night. And sorry about that interruption, y'all. My mom had called on the phone, and she didn't know that I was on the air. She was thinking I went on at 1 o'clock. So, I was gonna tell you a funny story, Priscilla. Last Monday, me and my mom and dad were watching wrestling, and I was telling Mom, I said, Priscilla reminds me of AJ Lee. She said no. She said, I think Priscilla reminds me more of Paige. She said, and I said, you think so? She said, yeah. She said she reminds me more of Paige. So it's not I'll tell you that funny story.
It looks like I've been told I look like a lot of people. I've been told that certain things I do resemble the way other people do them, and I think my biggest thing is that I appreciate the compliment, but it's like I want to look like Priscilla. I want to wrestle like Priscilla.
Yeah.
Which I'm still working on getting those fabulous Undertaker strikes down. But besides that, I'm gonna make my own name. I want people to be like, wow, Priscilla wrestles and looks like Priscilla.
Right.
There's no replacing that.
Well,
yeah.
When I said that. What I was saying is when I said that, I didn't mean that you were an exact copy or anything. I just meant in some of the things you do. Yeah, but I think you should. You should want to be your own person, your own persona. So I support you in that. Sorry.
I gotta. That's okay. We've been interfering with Joe's conversation. This has been kind of a crazy show because phone ringing and everything else, but and the static on the phone. But now I don't remember my question, Harold. Oh yeah. So I remember. What are your thoughts? Speaking of the Divas division, speaking of the Knockouts division, speaking of you wanting to be your own person, how did you feel about seeing Ronda Rousey show up at WrestleMania and whoop Stephanie McMahon?
Well, she's definitely something different to bring to the table in the Divas division, I think. You're talking a very, very tough woman, and she's definitely bringing out the tougher side of the Divas division. But on top of that, personally, I think Ronda's gorgeous. On top of it, I think she's very pretty. So bringing the guns and the beauty and the brain all to the Divas division, I think it's definitely something good for the future. I definitely do.
Yeah. And also, what are your thoughts on last week's Raw segment? That was apparently planned. With Brock Lesnar. I thought it made for good television, even though we know that all those spots were planned. He did. I thought it made very good television with him attacking Michael Cole and then attacking the cameraman. But one thing that bothered me though out of that was how WWE. I don't know if it was the writing department or what, but how WWE portrayed Michael Cole's injury as the same thing that killed the Mexican superstar a couple weeks ago.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't catch on to that. Which with me, I mean, I'm really busy in the Monday night evening hours, so it's kind of just like, you know, on the background. I'm just kind of paying attention to, you know, different things like in matches and stuff, really. But I didn't catch on to that one actually.
Okay.
But maybe they didn't mean no harm. You know, maybe they didn't mean no harm, or maybe they was trying to put it out there that this is how easy stuff happens, or so. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, could have been. Yeah, I caught on to that, but you know, some people caught on that. We're a little bit upset about it, but anyway. When is your next show for the AWE? When are they going to be putting on another card?
Well, we have a show April 17th, and it is our homegrown 2015 show at the Masquerade. And we're going back to, I'm not sure if this is okay with you guys to say, but, well, I guess it is because it's a place. We're going back downstairs to Hell instead of Heaven this time. So definitely going to be a big show. We've got Moose coming, Chip Day, Jimmy Rave, and you know, all those big names, and we've got a pretty good show, and I think Kiera's getting her debut match too at that show, so it's going to be a pretty exciting show.
Yeah, we did talk to Moose. What was that, Brian? About a week ago?
Yeah, I think that was about 2 weeks ago. We talked to Moose.
2 weeks ago, yeah, we talked to Moose.
Yeah.
You got any thoughts on him, Priscilla?
I've never met him, so this will be my first time meeting him. But you know, really big guy from what I see.
Yeah, I think he said his height was 6'10" or 6'9", Harold.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a little less than that, but he was big.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know we asked his height, and let me ask you this, Priscilla. I'm gonna do a name game with you, and I'm gonna name 5 female wrestling superstars, and I want you to give me your opinions of them, even though you've probably never met any of these superstars. I just want you to give me your opinion of them, what you think of them as a wrestler.
Okay.
The first one I want to name is Velvet Sky.
Well, I think Velvet's been in the business for some time now, huh? So,
Yeah.
know, I like the gorgeous girl, and I think she actually, I think she just left TNA. I'm not positive.
She did.
I think, yeah. But I know she's working with Tommy Dreamer over at House of Hardcore, and you know, I think she's got some good things planned for her future. Actually, I might be getting the chance to meet her later in the summer. Not going to talk too much about that, but
that'd be good.
Yeah. But definitely a gorgeous girl and great worker, I think.
Okay, the second name for you is Medusa, Alondra Blaze.
Well, she just got inducted in the Hall of Fame, so I mean, obviously there's a lot of history with that girl, woman, with WCW, and you know, she was a really big part, I think, of the history of WWE and all of that. So definitely deserved that Hall of Fame induction, I think. And I want to say, like, she looked amazing, I think, at the induction ceremony. So she's got it.
She's also involved now with the monster truck. She's very big in that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The third name, and this is an opponent. And actually, when I ask you this third name, Priscilla, I want you to actually tell me how you would go about defeating this person. Not only give me your opinion on him, but how you would defeat him. The third name is Awesome Kong.
Defeating her, I would I'd probably try to use my speed to my advantage on that one. she's pretty tough, but with me, I'm a tiny little thing, so I'm pretty speedy, I think. So yeah, I might catch her off balance and just get her with a quick roll up, and who knows, that might work.
Hey,
most men,
know,
I don't think, can even take her.
Hey, Awesome Kong, if you're listening, you heard Harold Radar Martin just called you out the challenge. No, I'm just kidding. But okay, the fourth name I got for you is Ivory.
I don't think I know Ivory.
Okay.
That's a name for the past,
she worked.
Yeah.
She was back in She was back in the WWF Attitude Era days. Okay, the fourth. Let me do another name instead of that name. The fourth name for you is Kelly Kelly.
Kelly, I think is one of the prettiest divas that ever existed. I mean, besides Trish and Sable and one of the prettiest newer divas. But Kelly's got that what I like to call the Cody Rhodes factor. She's got that face and she's got the body, so she doesn't have to do much really, because they're gonna cheer her either way, because you know what, she's gorgeous.
I tell Brian she's so nice they named her twice.
Okay, and the last and final name for you is Lacey Von Erich.
I don't think I know her.
Okay, Amber Young.
I know her, but I haven't seen her work.
Okay, Tessa Blanchard.
Tessa, okay, there's one I know. All right, Tessa. She's taken her career extremely fast. She's going places like that. But of course, everybody knows she's got that history behind her name, and I think that plays a big advantage for her. And I met her. I met her at the Superstars of Wrestling Fan Fest show in Rome last November, and very sweet girl, very professional. But I definitely see her going places. I mean, who doesn't really? But yeah, very professional, very very sweet girl. And I think if she keeps at it, she can be great, just like her dad. And yeah, very sweet girl, very beautiful girl too.
Yeah, I can actually sometime down the road, if she keeps going like she is, I can see a women's version of the Four Horsemen and her being the leader. I mean, she's just awesome on the promos and the way she does that there. I mean, it's amazing.
Mhm.
Well, Harold, you got anything?
No, Priscilla's just such a frequent a visitor, and I'm pretty sure she's our most listened to and the most frequent visitor we had. I'm kind of run out of questions to ask her. I mean, she's answered all kinds of things for us over the different shows she's been on.
Well, I have a question for you, Priscilla, that I don't know if you've ever been asked or not, but if you could be anything besides a professional wrestler, if you wasn't in the career of being a wrestler or even acting on TV when you did, what would it be?
Well, see, all my life since I was a little girl, I think I wanted to be a singer for most of my life. Yeah, I wanted to be a singer. But with so many different pop stars and YouTube and stuff like that, it's a little bit of a hard career to get into nowadays. But other than all that, I'm actually really into cosmetology, doing hair and makeup, and I really like my makeup. So I would probably like to do makeup for Vegas shows, like the really elaborate.
Yeah.
I actually would. I'd like to do drag makeup. And someone actually told me when I was a heel, I used to wear these crazy huge eyelashes. I think Harold has seen me wear my crazy eyelashes before, and I've actually told that I look like a drag queen, and I'm like, you know what? That is a compliment, because if my makeup is that dang good, then thank you.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I've listened to your YouTube videos of you singing, and you have an amazing singing voice. I mean, you do really good. I know that you did I believe you did a Katy Perry song, and you did some other songs too by other different artists. I can't remember them all, but you did really good though on singing them. And also, for people that don't know, you also play the piano.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
did you take lessons, or did you kind of teach yourself?
I taught myself, but I've actually thought about maybe recording my own ring entrance music someday. It won't turn out like Julian, I promise, but Jillian. Was it Julian or Jillian? How do you pronounce that? I don't know. She was a superstar, and she sung her own entrance music, and it was.
Oh, you're talking about Jillian Hall.
Jillian. Yeah, Jillian Hall. Okay, yeah. That's
yeah.
Wrong.
That was special.
Yeah, and I've seen your makeup pictures, and I've even seen on Instagram when you put them on. When you put it up on Instagram, I see different people say, "Hey, can you do my makeup? Hey, come do my," different women, of course, not men, but women, coming over and asking that.
Speaking of entrance music, I have 2 questions for you guys. All right.
Okay.
What do you think about me doing a cover of my current entrance music, "Pour Some Sugar on Me," but with me singing guys' entrance music?
That would be good. That would be real good.
Because, I love my entrance music, but I've just had so many different ideas, like how to make it more me. I met a guy at a Superstars of Wrestling show, and I don't even remember his last name. I'm a terrible person. His name was Bam something, and he just came out. He came out to a Korn song, but before the song, it said his name. And it was really cool because it was just, a popular song, but he put his name in there, and that made it really unique, and that made it really fit him. And I thought it was really cool. So I was like, well, how can I make my song more personal for me, Because, WWE and TNA superstars, they all have music written for them or a song, just for them. And I kind of want that. I want to try to make everything as personal as possible, because to me, anybody can pick a song and walk out to it. But it takes someone really professional and really, unique to have something just for them that's really personable. Been thinking of a few ways to do that. So.
What about writing a song? You have any thoughts of maybe writing one for yourself?
I'm actually terrible at writing songs. Okay. I've worked with a few people though that do write music, but see, it's just I'm a nitpicker about everything. I'm so picky about my songs and things like that. From the very first day that I started training, I was thinking about what song am I going to come out to, or what am I going to wear, what's going to be my signature pose. And I have always been about that, about the show, and about my Dolph Ziggler moment. I'm probably I'm not that I like to show off, but everybody wants to have that big signature pose and that signature song that when people hear it, they just go nuts. And with Pour Some Sugar on Me, I think from what I've been told, when everybody hears that that first little beat of Def Leppard, they know it's me, and they pop a good bit. So I think if maybe it was me singing it as a cover, I think it might be even cooler. Who knows? But
well, work on it and see what you come up with. And
yeah, and instead of I know that you come out with the glitter, and you take your hand and blow the glitter out of your hand. Maybe you could take some take something like powder, not exactly sugar, because you know if you put sugar on the ground, ants are gonna come right to it. But if you take like powder and then put it on your hand and like blow it out of your hand, you feel like you're pouring, pouring sugar on your son,
Yeah.
You got you like blow it out in the crowd.
Yeah. Well, the glitter was kind of supposed to represent sugar, but I got a lot of complaints over time about the glitter because it would stick to everything. But see, now I'm using like confetti, and it doesn't stick so bad. I mean, which the promoter of AWE isn't too happy about the confetti either. But what does he know?
What does he know?
But what does he know? But
you said you had
everybody.
Two questions for us, or you said you had two questions for us?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you think of my entrance music? I mean, do you think I was gonna say like if
I think it suits you. I mean, I don't.
If you could choose another song, what would you choose?
I might get in trouble. Well, who picked that song for you? Did you just pick it out?
Yeah, I picked it out. I originally had another song, but I realized that another female worker named Shanna was using it, and I was like, well, dang. But yeah, I went through a lot of different song options, but what happened was I was thinking about the Def Leppard song a lot, and my first time, my debut with AWE last July, I believe it was, they were like, okay, you're going to go out here and, you're going to have your own little spot. You're going to need music. What's your music? And I'm like, Def Leppard. And he's like, okay. And I didn't even think about it because I didn't think, I was going to get my debut moment because, I mean, up until then I had been managing either the Beautiful Bald Besties or, Tyson Dean or someone. So I was using their music all the time, and I never did use my music. So it was kind of like, okay, I get to use my own music. It's pretty cool. And I was just put on the spot, and ever since then, it's just been Def Leppard. So, I mean, it's definitely grew on me, though. But
well, I don't know if you want to do this, but you could have another song in another state if you wanted to. When you went somewhere else, you could have a different song, that you like too.
I just looked at the clock, and I see we got a minute and a half left on the show.
Oh. Okay,
the feed's got to cut it. But that's okay. But actually, the song I was thinking of, how about American Woman? You remember that song?
Yeah.
American Woman.
I actually think if I do a show close to the 4th of July, I think I'll get some gear made like an American flag, and I'll come out to that.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Cool.
You could use you can use a Lenny Kravitz version. That's a little bit more.
Yeah.
Not the old one that Brian's thinking of.
We wanna thank you for being on the show today, and
You're welcome.
I guess we'll be glad to have you back again sometime, as you are our most
frequent.
Frequent. I can think of a word because the time's about to run out, but I know this thing gets us off. But
well, thank you so much.
We wish you the best of luck on your show.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. God bless.
Bye.
God bless. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, so long, everybody. The Wrestling Lounge will see you Wednesday at 3 o'clock with